brought style to crazy. Lagi na lang siya.
Ang mga tao, hindi sumusunod sa rules.
Kumbaga, mamong magbeg. Tapos yung lababo, barado, hindi man lang maayos-ayos.
Roma, ang ganda mo. But of course, I'm more beautiful. You know, sometimes I think being emperor is so tiring. Like, all the power, all the fun. Nakaka-stress. But of course, there are advantages din, no? Like, I can declare myself a god kahit hindi ako marunong mag-perform ng miracle. I mean, who's gonna argue, di ba?
Ang hangin, pero honestly po, paano niyo po talaga napatakbo yung room?
Well, poetically speaking, para kung araw. Giving light, warmth. Sometimes I also burn things. Pero of course, para naman ito sa kabubuti ng lahat.
Pretty little baby. So a lot are curious, how did you, ika nga, steer the ship of state during such crazy times? Especially with this bagong kulto of Christian popping up everywhere.
Crazy? Darling, I brought style to crazy. As for those Christians, ay nako, para silang lamok who keeps annoying my newly rejuvenated face.
Pero they say na persecuted them. Is that accurate?
Persecuted? Over naman, so dramatic. I merely encourage them to express their faith by becoming food for the lions. Besides, kailangan ko ng sisisiyan sa sunog ng Rome, right?
Pero hindi ba't ikaw ang nagpasimula ng sunog?
Bastos! How dare you? That's fake news! I was busy composing a song about the tragedy. Ang ganda nga eh. Anyways, these Christians, they were ruining the vibe. All that talk about forgiveness and humility. Nakaka-bad trip.
So you saw them as a threat to your artistic vision?
Exactly. A threat to my artistic vision. You get me! They were like a bad review of my masterpiece. Rome needed beauty, drama, me.
But despite your persecution of them, lumago pa rin ang Christianity. How do you explain that?
I don't know. Maybe ako talaga nagpalago sa kanila. Think about it. Walang publicity ay masamang publicity. Genius, di ba?
So, sabi nila, ang kwento ay nagsimula kay Constantine. Huh? Lagi na lang siya. The great, dystosis, yung lalaki na. May nakita raw na krus sa langit. Pero you know, history is never that plain. Ako si Marcus, Ulfius, Trajanus, Trajan for most of the people. At ako ay tinanghal nilang Optimus Precepts or the other words, the best ruler. Dahil nung panahon ko, pinakamalaki, pinakamalakas, at pinakamayaman ang aking pinamumunuan.
Hindi ko sila kayang i-hate, but Rome is Rome. Isang empire na built because of rituals at mga Diyos. Gaano nga ba kadelikado ang isang Diyos na nagsasabing siya ang natatangi?
Akala ng marami, emperors are gods untouchable. But emperors are just men guarding a crumbled wall. Tell me, kung ikaw ang nakaupo sa aking trono, papayagan mo ba? That a new faith is spreading in your empire? Isang paniniwala na hindi mo kontrolado. Hindi ko sila mag-gets. Persecutions, threats, exile, and yet hindi sila sumusuko. Hindi sila natatakot mamatay. Tell me, sino ba ang mga mas malakas? Ang emperor o na may espada? O mga taong naniniwala sa Diyos na hindi nakikita?
Okay, cut. Okay, Sir Trajan, medyo wag naman natin over sa intensity. Baka naman isipin na ng madla na horror movie na tong film natin at hindi na documentary. Okay? One more take.
Sa totoo lang, I'm not like the other emperors Like Nero na mahilig sa drama, I'm practical. I like order and I like rules. In short, chill lang. Pero ang problema, ang mga tao hindi sumusunod sa rules. Ang hirap maging chill pag ganito eh. Rome was crumbling. Barbarians at the gates.
emperors getting killed. Parang teleserye. So, I did what I had to do. I split the empire, brought in some colleagues. Parang partnership lang. Did it work? Malay ko. How would I know? History will judge. But at least I tried, diba?
Hello po, you're known for your reforms, your division of the empire. But what about the Christians? You unleash what some call the greatest persecution. Bakit?
Kailangan ng discipline. Rome was falling apart because people were losing their way. They were abandoning the old gods, the old values. Itong mga Kristiyano na to were undermining the foundations of the empire.
But they were a relatively small group. Were they really that dangerous?
Small, pero matigas. Ang ulo. They refused to worship the emperor, refused to participate in Roman traditions. Parang mga rebelde. And when you have a rebellion brewing, you have to crush it before it spreads. Pero again, dapat chill lang.
So, you saw them as a political threat, not just a religious one?
Correct. Religion and politics are connected, you know. Kung mawala ang respeto sa Diyos, mawawala rin ang respeto sa emperor. And without respect for the emperor, anarchy.
But the persecution failed. Christianity continued to grow, even stronger. Hindi ka ba nagsisisi? Do you not regret it?
Regret? Siyempre. Of course. I wanted to restore Rome back to its former glory. I wanted to bring back order. But sometimes, no matter what you do, you can't stop change. Did I make mistakes? Siguro. Maybe. But I acted according to what I believed was best for Rome. And in the end, bahala na ang Diyos. God will decide.
Madaling araw, gigising ako. Magdadasal para matapos na tong paghihirap. Jupiter, Mars, Neptune, Diyos ba o planeta? Hindi ko na alam. Kumbaga, mamong magbeg. Ay, pangalala ka po muna sa sabi ko.
I am Constantine the Greatest, born around 273 Common Era, the son of a Roman general, and Helena, aka the Ma Major. I rose to power through Rome's longest-running telenovela, Keeping Up with the Caesars.
Na parang ang teleserye lang na ipapalabas sa TV. So, ibig sabihin ba nito may kontrabida?
Rar! Always rivals, betrayals, even emperors stabbing each other's back. Literally. I mean, yet, somehow fate decided that I should prefer the crown.
Ay, over naman sa stabbing each other's back. Pero, bakit nga ba the great?
Kasi by winning, of course. Always winning! From battlefield, turning to dust, to imperial thrones. And when the empire scrambles, I rebuilt it under my vision.
Ay, wow, Beth, sana yung buhay ko rin na yung joke lang. Pero anyway, sabi ni Director, bigay ka raw ng isang fun fact tungkol sa'yo.
A fun fact about me?
Ay, hindi ako. Ako nag-i-interview, kaya ako rin magbigay ng fun fact. Siyempre, sa'yo.
Fun fact! Well, you saw a cross in the sky before a great battle. In this sign conquered, it said. And so I did, as history bent its knee that day.
But it's me.
Exactly! The empire itself bowed. And from that very moment, I was no longer just a man fighting for survival. I became destiny.
Next naman, Destiny. Di ba pwedeng fated love story ang fake? Hindi naman yung puro gera.
Love story? Well, perhaps. Yes, for I did fall in love with power. With Rome, with an empire that refused to die, and in return, it crowned me.
I bet. Not your typical love story, Alas Paradis. Pero teka, ikaw yung bida sa kwento na this. Naku ang kontrabida talaga.
Kontrabida? Too many to name eh. Generals who envied me, emperors who feared me, and even my own doubts. But in the end, they all vanished.
It's giving pang last episode na yung lights up. Okay, medyo last. Medyo last. sabi ni Direk, dagdagan mo ng reveal moment.
Reveal? Very well. Then the world has to know this, as I am the man who changed Rome. The first ever emperor to embrace the cross. The first one to embrace Christianity and make faith an empire's foundation.
Alam mo yung feeling na buong empire mo is magulo? Na parang bahay mo lang na hindi mo magawang linisin hanggat walang nag-uutos sa'yo. Puno ang lababo na hugasin, labahin na hindi malabhan, tapos yung lababo barado hindi man lang maayos-ayos. Ah, chaos. Just pure chaos. Katulad ng Rome, my empire. Lahat may kanya-kanyang Diyos. At anong nangyari? E di gulo. Kaya ang ginawa ko, simple lang. One God, one faith. Official na parang rules lang sa bahay. Kung sino ang nandyan, siya yung masusunod. I don't like destruction. And especially, I don't like mess. History called me the great. Pero baka sa dulo ako lang yung tatay na sumigaw ng tahimik. Pero mas lalo lang umingay yung mga anak niya. Kung great na ako, bakit parang gulo pa rin yung naiwan ko?